phone companies are ripping you off. I have an expert salesman of phones here.
Hello.
My favorite oldest son has been selling cell phones for almost just under 10 years now. Wow, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
I'm just about over it.
You're just about over it. And he has 10 ways that cell phone companies are ripping you off. That's our pheasant. I don't know why he's doing that. The first way cell phone companies are ripping you off is accessories.
Oh,
How?
yeah. If you buy your phone in store, the accessories that they sell in store are extremely expensive. It's not uncommon that I'll see people come in and they get a charger, a charge cord, a screen protector, and a case for like $200. And you could go on Amazon and get accessories that are of similar quality for about $40, or you could get even higher quality ones for $50 or $60 if you got all four of those together. What I'm trying to say is accessories are way overpriced in the store every single time. There hasn't been a single situation where I've seen that they're actually charging reasonable prices for anything in the cell phone store.
Another way cell phone companies are ripping you off is by using them as your carrier.
Yes.
So who should you use instead of their carrier? And what do you mean by carrier?
You mean
like Verizon?
Oh yeah, not using a main carrier.
Yeah, not using a main carrier.
So yeah,
like using Straight Talk or something like that instead.
So there's two different types of cell phone companies. One is the backbone company, so T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon. And then there's MVNO companies, so like Straight Talk, Mint Mobile, Red Pocket, Visible. If you are an individual person, or if you only have two phone lines on your account, you should definitely sign up with one of the MVNO ones like Straight Talk or Visible, because the service that you get with them is going to be very comparable to what you get with one of the main carriers, but they don't have a whole bunch of extra stuff that you don't need. So you're going to be spending $25 a month on your phone bill instead of $90 a month on your phone bill, or potentially more in most cases.
Yep. Yeah. This video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have quick and easy recipes your family will love to help you get in and out of the kitchen fast. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. It's 25% off now. Not waiting to buy your phone until there's a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So like Black Friday sale, Labor Day sale, whatever sale.
Yeah.
Why should you wait for the sales?
I would say Black Friday is probably the best time to buy a cell phone, because almost every carrier, even the MVNO ones, are going to have very good deals on their cell phones. If you're on one of the main carriers like Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T, a lot of times they'll have free phone promotions on Black Friday, and the reason why I quote that is because they're never actually free. But it's heavily discounted anyway. You know, spending $200 on an iPhone is better than spending $1,100 on an iPhone, so definitely keep an eye out for those promotions.
Yep. And the next one is starting with all the bells and whistles instead of just starting with a basic package.
You mean start with a basic package?
Well, I mean, the way they're ripping you off.
Oh, yeah.
The way they're ripping you off is they try to sell you all the upcharges and everything like that for
so
things you don't need.
When you go into a cell phone company, if you're signing up as a new customer, they're going to try and put you on the most expensive plan and give you the most expensive phone. You don't need that. Do your research before you go in if you're going to go into the store. Or even better yet, do your research and then order it online.
Okay.
Because, yeah, a lot of the salespeople, they get paid based off of the plan that you get put on. So I get paid differently based off of, you know, whether you're on the introduction plan or the most expensive plan. So obviously I'm going to try and put you on the most expensive plan. So yeah, do your research ahead of time, figure out what the entry level is, start there. And if you have trouble with the entry-level plan, then bump up to the next one, and then bump up to the next one until your service is good enough for what you're looking for.
Yep. Insurance is another way cell phone companies are ripping you off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the main carriers offer, well, all three of the main carriers offer insurance, and all of them are ripping you off. So what it essentially comes down to is you're just looking for insurance to protect your phone in case you drop it or lose it or someone steals it or whatever the case is. But the carriers will add on extra things like tech coach or like, you know, extra tech support things that very few people use. So it's more expensive than if you just went through, say, for example, Apple Care if you have an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, I would say Apple Care is the only way that I would go. That's the only way that I would ever get insurance on my phone. I highly recommend insurance on your phone, just going that way instead. And if you have an Android phone, there's a lot of third-party options out there, like SquareTrade is usually the one I recommend. We're not sponsored by SquareTrade. We're not paid by them or anything like that. It's just the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you can look up reviews and see it.
But yeah, some people are spending, the carriers charge $20 a month for insurance.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, another way cell phone companies are ripping you off is by telling you they can't repair their phone and just selling you a new one when actually you could repair your phone. So what are some repairs that can be done?
If you break your screen, or if your battery stops working, like it won't charge anymore, or if your phone just won't turn on anymore, those two are very easy repairs for anyone who knows how to work on a cell phone. In those cases, I would say it's for sure worth repairing your phone. If you take it to your carrier store, like Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T, very rarely are they going to have any sort of repair service inside the store, unless you're in a place like Denver. But most of them aren't going to have repairs, so they'll just offer to sell you a new phone. But like, say for example, with a screen, it would cost you about $50 to replace a screen, or you could buy a new phone for $800.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Another way is them selling you a new phone when you could get a refurbished phone. So like if grandma doesn't use her phone very much, she doesn't need a $1,500 phone. She could get by with, I don't know what do refurbished phones cost, $200 maybe? I don't know. What do they cost?
Well, in a situation like grandma, I would just give her a flip phone, honestly. But for the average person, you could go with Apple certified refurbished or Samsung certified refurbished, and you're going to get a phone that's basically brand new, but it's going to be $300-400 off. So I would highly recommend going the refurbished route in that case. However, I will put a little asterisk over here. Don't buy anything refurbished on Amazon. Everything refurbished on Amazon is junk. You're going to be disappointed.
Yep. Only buy it from Apple, Samsung. Those are the only places to buy them from, really?
Those are the two phone brands I would recommend, is Apple and
Okay.
Samsung.
Okay.
The other ones are kind of not a great option, and they don't really offer refurbished anyway. So
Right. Another way cell phone companies are ripping you off is giving you a whole bunch of subscriptions when you're buying your phone when you don't use them. So what kinds of things have you, well, you haven't because you're my wonderful son and you don't sell people things that they don't need.
Oh, I just tell people they're getting it. I mean, I'll tell people straight up what's coming in their plan. I won't hide anything. That's why I've been doing so good at this
That's
for
why
a
you
long
do.
time.
That's why people keep coming back to you.
But no, like a lot of people, when they're signing up for a cell phone, they're talking to the salesperson, and at the end, when they're going over the plan, the cell phone or the person is just like, "Yeah, so this is your plan cost. You're getting Netflix, HBO, Disney Plus, all this extra stuff that you don't really necessarily need. You should ask questions because they're charging you extra for that."
So just say, I don't use those things. And you can say, I don't need them.
Yeah. Yeah, just tell them you don't need that and you just want the plan that's below that, because they are charging you extra for it, but they're going to try and put you on the top tier plan with all the add-ons that they can, even if you don't need it. But that's a strong sales strategy that works really, really well, is they'll just tell you what you're getting, and most people just say yes and they don't contest it. They don't question it because they think Disney Plus is free or Netflix is free and all this is coming free. Nothing is free. Nothing is ever free.
Yeah. Just assume you're paying for every single thing, because you are.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
Most of the time, yes.
All right. Thank you, my sonny. Visit us at livingonadime.com. We will see you guys next time.
Hi, guys.